Hey everybody, Charlie902 here, and welcome back to Star Citizen. Today we have Invictus Day 4, which is going to be Musashi Industrial Starflight and Concern, Crusader Industries, and Tumbril Land Systems. Let's go check out the ships right after this. Hey everybody, look at this. We have Crusader Industries with their Hercules platform. Let's go ahead and check out the map real quick, see what else we have. We have two side halls. We have MISC on the left. Looks like we have some more Crusader on the right. Tumbril ahead of us. Did Origin have anything today? Origin might have been yesterday. Origin was yesterday. Today is MISC, Tumbril, and Crusader. All right. Well, I'll have to make sure to update my intro on that. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at Crusader Industries Hercules. We'll go ahead and just look at one of them. I think we'll go ahead and check out the A2 here in the back. Hercules platform is a transportation platform. As you can see, it's a roll-on, roll-off, designed to carry these tanks as well as other ground vehicles. I have a full review on the Nova tank. Please go check that out. I think it's a great realization of a slightly sci-fi version of a modern-day tank. It's definitely cool. I would not recommend these for real-world money. You can actually earn the AUEC for these ground vehicles fairly quickly in-game, and it seems almost a bit overpriced with real-world cash, but definitely cool with this main gun on here. It does a ton of damage. I think it's called the Slayer main gun, which, I mean, how can you not like that? So this is the A2 variant. Can we hit that? No, maybe we can't. Cancel. Oh, no, we did. It worked. So we're opening the front ramp here. The A2 is a gunship slash bomber, and you're going to see when we hop in here. It can still carry a tank or two, as you can see by the rather large cargo bay here. Now you do see it does taper a bit at the rear here, because these are the bomb bays. You can actually see these size 10 bombs on this carousel here, and they actually drop out of this door down here. So you can't place a tank back here, but from this portion forward, 100% can. Let's go ahead and open this rear door. So you can't really roll on, roll off with this one unless your vehicle fits in between these two bomb bays, but you can still back some tanks on and then roll them off in the heat of battle if you need to. There we go. Let's head up top, look real quick up there, and then we'll continue on with the expo. And call elevator, it's right there. And use elevator, top deck. So the Hercules platforms are very similar inside. The other two obviously won't have those bomb bays at the rear. This portion will look the same. You do have personal storage up here, as well as life support and some other component access. We'll pop one of these open so you can see how they open up. Once we head over here, you have turret access. In the other variants, this will be living quarters. This will be like the mess hall and everything. So here are the remote turret access seats. Then you have an armory back here. Check it out. Pretty nice armory slash almost like a locker room, right? Alright, main deck. So you have more component access in the rear here. And then these are your engines. Then we have the Light of God here. Really cool effect. I guess that's simulating like a power generation. Reminds me of the warp drive in Star Trek. All right, we head on this side, we have habitation. So there's a small kitchenette right off of the habitation here. That's not on the other ones. The other ones you have a larger kitchen over where the turret access would be. Then you have bunk beds. And then we have two water closets here. Open them up. There you go. Oh, a little glitchy. The toilet will pop out here, and this is also... Is this a shower? Can't tell. Maybe it's a shower as well. It looks like a drain on the floor, but I'm not seeing A shower head up top. All right, and then we have lockers here, some more storage. Very open on the top floor to make it not seem so claustrophobic. Let's head up front. We have more component access left and right. See if those will open. There you go. Some yet more component access. All right, these are escape pods, as you can tell by the names up there. So can we open them? We can open the escape pod. And then here is the bridge. All right, looks like you have the gunner seat for the bombs. And then these two are on tracks that will move forward. Very passenger jet looking up here, which I actually like that aesthetic. So good job on Crusader. All right, let's go ahead and exit this A2 and continue through. Like I said, we're not going to look at all of the Hercules variants. We will talk about it. This is the A2 for attack. There's also the C2 for cargo, which is, as you might guess, cargo focused. And then the M2, which is military, which will have upgraded armor and weapon suite at the sacrifice of a bit of cargo. All right, let's exit the ship. This elevator, which I really enjoy, will actually go all the way out of the ship. I wish a lot more of the ships in the game would have this feature. I think we just went through a door there. I'm glad we're still alive. All right, let's hop down here. Okay, Nova tank, let's hop in real quick just to take a look. I have a video on this as well if you want to see a full review. As you see, you do have a gunner's seat for the remote turret. And then the view is actually quite good for a tank. We have transparent armor. Or maybe even an AR cockpit. That's probably more likely the case. An LED screen there, or some type of future screen. As you can see, it's not on the front. All right, cool platform. So this is the C2 over here, the white one and red. The M2 is this gunmetal over here, and then the A2 is the black and red. All right, let's head downstairs real quick and check that out. All right. Running down the stairs here, getting super thirsty from all the running. Yet another tank. This one has camo pattern. It seems to be glitching as it's only on the top of the vehicle. All right, let's go see what kind of concept vehicles we have. Shipped-in vehicles. All right, this looks like a Tumbril Ranger, which is, as you can tell, a motorcycle. Pretty cool. Very small, should fit in a wide variety of ships with cargo bays and give you an extra option for land traversal there. And then what do we have here? Oh, this looks like the Odyssey. The Odyssey was announced at the International Aerospace Expo last year, and it is a long-range kind of exploration / multi-purpose ship. It has a small hangar up top. I believe it has capital shielding. And then there's actually a mining laser at the bottom, so it can mine and refine its own quantanium. Now the problem with that is it doesn't seem to be able to supply it to other vehicles, maybe at least to its vehicle that's in its hangar there, but it is made to basically refuel itself so it can stay out in the black longer. I currently have one of these, but I think I'm going to melt it for a couple of other ships that are a bit more useful. I have a Carrack as well, and I think personally, the Carrack fits my taste a little bit better than this Odyssey does. So I think I'm going to melt that down and probably get a Liberator and a couple of other smaller ships. But if you're interested in a long-range exploration ship, there is absolutely nothing wrong with this. I just think if you have a Carrack, you probably would get one or the other. And I aesthetically like the Carrack a bit better, as well as the jump point mapping feature of it. This is more of like a mobile home base. Moving on. Let's go up the other side here. Oh, yeah, we've got some Cyclones, different variants. What do we have here? This one is the MT. This one has anti-air and a small weapon for ground. What does that look like? 25 millimeter? I don't know. It's in game, so it's probably a size 1. Could be wrong on that. Over here we have just missiles. Anti-air. This is the AA, hence anti-air. And over here we have the TR. Has a small Gatling on the top. And this one, Recon, RN? Yes, this one is the Recon variant, which does have a small radar dish up top for reconnaissance. Cool vehicles. Definitely don't buy them with real-world cash, but definitely... Whoa, we got the tour group here. Definitely buy them with AUEC that you can earn in-game. You can earn those with just an hour or two of play, bounty hunting, cargo, what have you, even mining. All right, so let's go check out the right-hand side. I believe that should be more... Is this the right way? That's where we came up. This should curve around. This side should be the Crusader Ares series, which are anti-capital ships. Let's stop running so we don't have a heart attack and die. Now we're going to pick it back up. Here we go. And it looks like we have a Mercury Star Runner here, too. I'm actually quite surprised to see a Star Runner on sale or on display at Invictus. Invictus is usually military focused, but maybe there's a military application for data running. I'm sure there is. So here we go. The Ares Starfighters are some of the coolest looking ships, in my opinion. Look at this massive size 7 laser cannon. Shoulder mounted like War Machine. And then we have bespoke missile launchers there at the bottom. I just love the aesthetic of these ships. Can we hop in the cockpit? How do we even get in the cockpit of these? I own one of these and I've never flown it. Don't worry, I won't own it long. I just wanted to fly it around, but it will get upgraded into probably a Starfarer Gemini. I think that's going to be a lot more useful. But anyway, I can't seem to get in here, but it is an anti-capital ship fighter. Heavy fighter, I think it's classified as. Don't get your hopes up trying to use these to dogfight. They handle very poorly, and the weapon spread is egregious at best. They're still going through balancing. I'm sure they're going to find a happy medium, but this is not intended to dogfight. It is intended to shoot larger ships, I would say Constellation size and above, and just take them out and wreak havoc. On the other side, this one has a ballistic Gatling. This is the Inferno. The white one behind us was the Ion. They're both Ares platform, and this is the rotating Gatling gun on that one. Pretty cool ships. Definitely like the idea behind them. Looks like we have 2 Star Runners here. This is a Mercury Star Runner. This is one of the first ships that I did a review video on. Go ahead and check that out if you're interested in this ship. We'll just run through it real quickly while we talk about it. This is a data running ship that also does smuggling and cargo. So here's the cargo bay. And over here on the side, there's hidden access to shielded cargo as well as a tunnel network that goes underneath the ship. Now the jury's out on if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It does make the ship a lot taller than one would expect, but you do have those tunnel access points. Whoops. Lighting is a bit weird in here. So here's where all of your components are. They're all stored here. And there's also more access to the tunnels through here. I forget how to open it. Is it over here? It is. Tunnel access there as well. Let's go back to cargo. So the one downside with this ship is I believe we should have a ramp here, a small ramp. I don't like this elevator. I feel it's a bit unnecessary, especially since you can just do this. So I think a ramp would have made a lot more sense there, a small ramp. This is the server room. This is where you'll store your data for running. And then there's a scanning station to intercept data, as you can see right here. Crusader Industries scanning seat. Now back here is also access to the aforementioned tunnels. We have access points hidden all throughout this ship. It's a bit gimmicky, yes, and I get the gameplay value from it, but I don't know if we needed those tunnels or not. I do like this turret location. You've got bottom turret, top turret right here. I think that's a good call. And then you also have habitation over here. This looks very similar to these star lifters. Even have the same style of toilets Where was the button? It's on the sides here. Let's turn off the light. Ooh, it's too dark without the light. So same style of toilet here, same style of bunks. And then there's access to the underground there. It's not really underground. Underbelly of the ship, I guess. Man, it's dark in here. Okay, we'll leave this on. Then we have a rec room. The rec room, you can see this table's normally covering that up. You take the white queen, stick it on this pad here, and that's like the secret to open it up. Other than that, it's a cool little rec room. I wish there was a window here. I think in the concept we were promised a window there, and now we don't have it. I think that would have made this ship just A+. Weapons racks, we'll move forward. All right, we've got component access. Move forward some more. And then we have the bridge, which is actually quite good once you get up here. You actually have decent amount of view to the side, above, and a bit to the front there. All right, so let's go ahead and exit out of here. More weapons racks. So the problem with this ship that I think a lot of people have is it's frustrating to go through all these doors and all these tunnels just to get to the cockpit after you've dropped off your vehicle or picked up your cargo or whatever you need to do. It's just a long route here. If there was a closer entrance and exit, like a small elevator or something right at the front, I think that would have been much appreciated as well. And there's one back here. All right, so that's going to do it for Crusader, it looks like. Let's run to the other side. Check out if there's anything else for Tumbril. Oh, MISC. I forgot. MISC has some stuff. So that's going to be in the other hall. I'm assuming they will have probably the Reliant Tana, Freelancer, MISC, not to be confused with MISC, which is the missile boat variant of the Freelancer, and probably a Starfarer or two. Maybe the Gemini at least. All right, we're getting over there. Crusader, MISC, and Tumbril today. So tomorrow, I'm super excited about Invictus tomorrow because, and I mean tomorrow in game, not tomorrow in real life. It'll actually be Saturday in real life because Drake takes over. And as much as I normally do not like Drake, I am really excited to hear about the Corsair and the Vulture. Those two have been on my radar for quite a while, so I think we're going to see at least some progress on Corsair, at least maybe hear about it, and I think we're going to have a physical model of the Vulture to take a look at. All right, here we are. Yep, here we go with MISC. All right, so Musashi Industrial Starflight and Concern. For the most part, I generally do not like the style of MISC. It's kind of like almost Futurama-esque, like 1950s rocket design-esque, with being very, you know, like a, oh, what's those pull-behind trailers called? The silver ones that are made out of aluminum. I can't think of the name of them right now. Airstream. It's kind of Airstream design. And they have these tiny little slits for cockpit views. So, and I've said this before, MISC will either have the worst view, i.e. those, or the best view, which we're going to check out when we go over to the Reliant over there. That being said, however, this is actually a very good ship, the Freelancer MISC. So it's everything you know and love about the Freelancer. 2 medium-sized shields, 4 turret-mounted, gimbaled for lack of better term, remote turret, size 3 weapons, component access here in the back. You can see here and here, that's all components. Decent amount of cargo. Head up front here, and then these are your missile racks. These are your reloading systems for the 2 missile racks up top. All right, let's go through. There's more cargo here. I don't quite know how this section works with larger boxes. I'm sure Cargo Refactor will have something to say about that. And yes, so the crew area is a bit tight. All right, so there's your shower toilet. Here's your food processing. And 4 bunks that double as escape pods and a terminal. I am a firm believer that they should take 2 of these bunks out, make this a 2-man ship instead of 4, and then kind of open up, make like a little larger kitchen slash seating area, and open up this living quarters just a bit. I think for 4 people, this is a little too tight. Same thing here. Take these 2 rear seats out and put some like scanning stations or weapons racks or something back here. But yeah, here's what you can see. Horizontal. You can see a bit vertical, not so much from the seat, but you can from here, and you have no view down. That being said, though, even with the poor view, and there's an exit right there. I don't like using that. That ladder tends to kill me. Even though with the poor view and the design language that personally I do not like, it is still a really good ship. You can get a lot done with this. You can do a lot of bounty hunting. You can run cargo if you want to. You can bring your friends along. I actually really recommend this ship. But here's the thing. If you're not interested in missiles, just get you a base Freelancer. Base Freelancer still has the same shields and the same weapons hardpoints that this Freelancer MISC has. Or MISC, rather. So here is the Razor. This is the stealth one, the Razor EX. This is one of the most interesting looking ships. It looks like if you took an F1 car and made it into a rocket ship. I mean, that's what it looks like in my opinion. This, to me, does not match the rest of the design language of any MISC ship. It's so unique. I do enjoy it, though. It's fun to fly. It's tiny. It'll fit in a lot of locations. And this one is the one I would recommend, the stealth variant, because that gives it more opportunity to diversify what you can do with it, such as being stealth, you can scout with it, or you can escape possibly with it. Here's another really good ship that I personally don't like. I really recommend this ship, and I know there's a lot of people that love it. I don't like the wing rotating gimmick that it has. If it just stayed like this constantly, I think it would be a much better ship. When you fly it and you put it into flight mode, these wings rotate 90 degrees vertically, so you have up and down wings. And then the cockpit rotates, but the seats rotate. It's really an odd choice, but this is probably my favorite version of this Reliant series. And this is the Reliant Tana, as you can see here. And this is the fighter variant. It's actually labeled as a gunship, and it kind of is. You can actually mount 6 small weapons onto this thing. Then when you hop inside, here's what I love about it. Look at this. You got an SCU of cargo right here with an actual cargo grid. You've got 2 bunks that operate as escape pods. No. I did not tell you to get in the bunk, but here we go. Here's what the bunk looks like. It's closed. I want to get out now. I didn't click on that. He just jumped in there. He just wanted to take a nap. All right, you've got suit storage, weapon storage. You've got a latrine / shower, component storage, and then one of the best views in the game. I don't understand MISC. Like, why not put this type of cockpit view on all of your ships? I don't get it. And you have a ramp. Ramps over elevators all day, every day. Guess what? Elevator broke, can't use it. Ramps broke, manually lower it, climb in. All right, and last but not least, we have the MISC Starfarer Gemini. Now, this is a partnership program between MISC and Aegis to produce a military variant of the popular Starfarer platform. Starfarer, if you don't know, is designed to harvest gases and then refine those gases into usable fuels. So there's a harvester here, this shoulder here. It's actually a scoop or an intake, not an intake, but a harvesting scoop, one here. And then there's normally one right here, but the third and main scoop has been removed and replaced with a bespoke missile rack here for the combat variant. Now that can be changed out. If you buy this, you can actually change that out for the fuel scoop. It still has the refineries. It still has the storage. These are size 4, I believe, on either one of these remote turrets. And there's a turret up top with dual size 5s. All right, if you come to the rear here, you'll see these storage cisterns for the fuel. That's these rear 6 right here. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 on the other side. This right here are refinery tanks. You can see here with RT 1 and 2. That's these larger tanks up front. Then you have a gantry with a fuel arm. And with the latest patch, this fuel arm is now functional so that you can refuel ships and flights. It has also been confirmed that the god-awful interior of this ship, keep in mind this was the first large ship to be produced, will be getting a gold standard rework. So hopefully they'll be fixing some of the issues here. You'll also notice you have quite a large cargo bay here. All right, and then we'll just quickly look. You've got jump seats. I mean, this ship does it all. I hate the view. I think the ship overall is ugly, but the utility of this ship cannot be denied, and that's why I'm picking one up. All right, so we've got suit lockers here. We've got a docking collar here. We're just going to quickly run through, and then we'll end the episode. I also love this reflective material here. I think it looks great. All right, so we're going to head to the side here. This will be the stairs. Yeah, this ship was originally designed for the interior to be an FPS level. So we have access here, if we can open it. So this is kind of like an airlock here to where you can get to this rear gantry. I think this portion is actually pretty cool, especially being out here while you're in space, flying around. This is so you can check on your tanks, check on their levels, operate the refueling arm, all of that. And you can kind of see the boom that comes out to refuel. All right, let's run back in. We'll finish our walkthrough real quick. So now you come out here, and you're on the catwalk. As I shake my little tush on the catwalk. Stay away from that ladder. That ladder likes to grab you. It's got like a crazy gravitational force. This is how you get to the bridge. If it opens, there we go. And then you have escape pods lining the sides here. The bridge I both love and hate. I love the captain's chair. I mean, look at that. How many ships have that? All right. But I really, really, really dislike, once again, the slit mail slot view that we have here. I wish they had maybe some windows up here like the Freelancer had. And if you just put a window down here on either side, cut this out and put a window, I think that would help so much. As it is right now, when you sit, you have a ton of dashboard, as you can see here. So you're sitting so far away from this glass that you don't have hardly any vertical view. So that's one thing I really wish they'd fix, but I don't think they will because it's going to change the aesthetic outside, which looks like a grumpy turtle at this point. So you can hit the other side of the catwalk here. Okay, music, why are you getting so loud? And then we can climb up to the next level. And this level is probably the most confusing to me. So if you head forward, there's an elevator. If you head forward over this way, there's an elevator to the left. Now if you head back, we have these weird side rooms that you have to crouch in that have access to like Jeffries tubes to hide people in for FPS missions. You have more escape pods. There's the central engineering. We'll hit that in a minute. Then we have two hallways that go all the way back. Once again, there's another side area to hide xenomorphs in, I guess. And then you can kind of see where we're at here. You can see the corresponding hallway on the other side. We're just above the racks that are holding these cisterns. Now, it was stated that those cisterns should be replaceable with actual SCU storage, too. So this is a turret that goes down. You can see right there on the other side what that looks like. So if you change these cisterns out for actual just SCU dry storage, you should be able to massively increase the utility of this ship by turning it into just a straight cargo hauler as well. Here's the gravity generator. It's not working at the moment. And then it looks like you've got 3 more suits up here. And then when we come over to this side, this is your power core, I believe. All right, and then this is the hallway down to the other turret that we were looking at. We're going to head forward to the elevator. You can see how it's a bit convoluted in the layout here. So there's one more level. There's a lift that just automatically lifted me. I didn't press anything. Weird. Okay, glad I didn't die. And now we come to the habitation deck. All right. If we go immediately to the left, there's a ladder. That's that one I told you to watch out for. It will grab you. If we go forward here, this is the crew mess. Really dark in here, and should be like a table there. You do have view to the outside, which is nice. Here's the kitchen. And then when we head into the captain's quarters, if the door will open, there we go. Captain actually gets pretty decent quarters. There's a standing desk here. I guess he's not good enough to have a chair. I love the space blankie. That's reason enough to own this ship. And then you have a restroom here, a full-size one, not a shower toilet. All right, and then there's one more offshoot just to the side here. And this will be the crew living quarters. You see how they're lined up here. And then they have their own locker room and bathrooms up here. Open bathroom. Restrooms aren't opening. It's very reflective in here. So yeah, that's going to be it for the Starfarer. Here's access to that top size 5 turret. Now, trying to get out of here, it's not a quick process, so we're just going to end the video here. And I'm going to say, hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or a subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode for Drake Day. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.